Hey, let's talk about semester break. I know majority of the students have like a 2 month semester break, and in those 2 months, you kind of get a little bit weird situation. You kind of get lazy. You don't know what to do in those 2 months, and most of us really slack in those 2 months. But the good news is that I have found a way to kind of stay productive and use my time wisely, so I thought to share them with you. If you want to know, stick through this video. If not, bye, click out, like act like you never seen this face and just move on. Have a little coffee because anyways, so let's get it now. Make sure you register your classes before the semester even ends. I know most of us towards the end of semester, when we have 2 weeks left, we try to creep in all these assignments in, and if you haven't registered for classes, you kind of forget because your priority is just to submit this assignment. Or sometimes you might have a little doubt about passing the classes, and then you're thinking about, oh, let me just wait until I know I pass the class. And no, that's a big mistake, because either way, whether you pass the class or not, you still have to take classes. And what you don't want is bad professor, wrong timeline, and horrible schedule that you have to stick through. Like literally this I have struggled with this. Like I'll be relaxing, chilling now, and after the semester end, I'm like, let me go, and then I have horrible professors. So make sure you don't end up having these issues. If you have a bursar hold is basically like when you have a payment that you're supposed to pay and you didn't pay, it will kind of stop you from registering from classes. Usually you can register, but to actually attend the class, you will not be able to. So make sure you clear all these payments, and as soon as you see that class registration email, sign up. It just easier like that. Even if you fail your class, they will not gonna let you take another class, but it is better. That's the safest spot. Number 2, plan your break ahead. I know it's 2 months. People kind of think like 2 months is not a lot, but actually 2 months is a lot to get a certificate in something. So plan your break. I know it's like, oh, I just came from planning, I'm gonna plan again. Yes, you have to plan. If you have an internship that you might want to attend, or a job that you're currently doing but is more flexible during that time, plan how you're going to have other things beside your job or your internship. Number 3, congratulations. After the semester end, you kind of know where you are, how you doing, have you passed the class, have you scored that A, that B, that C, that F, anyways. But know where you are after the semester. Know how much credit you have accumulated. Where are you standing in terms of your major? And after that, make sure you clean up your space. I don't know why I have to say this, but I just know you keep those syllabus that you no longer need and those documents that are not useful to you at the time. So clear your space, clean up all these junks on your study table, because it gives you a fresh air to start. Clean up all the stuff that you don't need. Clean up your bag. And I had to add this one: clean up your room, your living space. God damn it. Why do I have to say that? But clean it up. Pick up the bed, roll the sheet, everything. Mop under everything, rub everything. Pull up the window. It will really help you to enjoy your space much more better, because often when you get into this trying to creep all these assignments, you kind of have the space all messy, don't care about the laundry, don't care about anything, just want to submit the assignment. After that, make sure you clean up your space. Number 4, connect with your circle. When I say connect with your circle, like enjoy the space, your family, your friends, where you used to go, hang out spaces, because it really gives you that fresh air and accumulate the energy to start for the next semester. And you know what? Often we don't do this because you're kind of in your own bubble, trying to do what you want for yourself, trying to do these assignments, trying to study, still trying to go have a living, and you kind of forget your circle. but it's important that you keep updated to your circle. It's important to catch up with people, to catch out what they are doing, to catch out what they are learning, and so on. It helps you to re-energize your energy. And you can go to places, if you can travel. I know some people travel during this time, but if you're brokey like me, so and you don't have the means, no problema. You can still go to cafes, small places, and if you're the type to save the money, it's okay. Keep it. Go to small places to kind of have the fresh air with people that you love, friends that you love. And if you're the type that enjoys by yourself, do it. It really helps your brain. This is the most important part, because you have to do this. Stay connected to your major. It is so important. I know so much of them, like after the semester, people just throw away these books. It's like, I'm tired of studying, I'm tired of reading this. But what they lose is that you need to stay motivated to what you're doing. And how does that motivation come? By staying connected to your major. And the way you can do that, you can read books about your major, not solely specifically about what you study, but other areas that are connected to your major. You can watch podcasts, watch YouTube video, read other books related to your major. It really helps you out to stay updated to other things. Be interested in other things. It really helps you out. And when a semester starts, you don't have to revise what you learned. Often when you throw these books out, it's like, I don't want to catch up, I'm tired. When is the 1 week before the other semester start, you're gonna want to like go back, see what you're doing, what are classes that you have taken. It's not worth it. Just save yourself a time. Keep your mind fresh about what you have studied. Don't let the school be the only time you have your books and you reading or you studying. Create a living for studying. Create your whole life to be a study. That way you will be much more engaged in what you're doing, interested. Even if you lose motivation, like, you're still gonna come back. There's no way you're gonna lose motivation and still fail. You can still come back to it in that way. I hope that makes sense. If you're the type person that is like so many different stuff, think about different things, good. Keep that energy towards other things that can add value to your life, that can add value to your surrounding, that can add value to your community. It helps. Even if you do not use it to make money, it will help yourself. So I know it's kind of like, wow, do I need to learn that? Even if you have an internship, your life is a learning, living thing. Don't just stick to one item. It's boring. It is boring. Number 7. This one is the biggest one. Everybody gets affected by this. Social media time. I'm telling you. Often after the semester, majority of us, we spend time on social media. We spend so much time because it's kind of like free time. But no, there's no such a thing as free time. There's a cost to any time that you will have wasted. Have you ever seen those people like, I don't got time for this, I don't got time for this? The thing is that if you prioritize other things, you're not gonna have the time for other things. So have a good prioritization for things that are important at the moment. And social media, I know it's hard when you set that time clock about an hour and the hour clock and you're like, I still want another 30 minutes. And you continue until the night. I know, but what can you do? This is my thing. If you're gonna spend a lot of time on social media, make sure you are actually learning something from it instead of just entertainment. If you said, well, I'm gonna listen to podcasts, don't let it be an entertainment for you. Learn it to the core. Don't binge watch a lot of podcasts because majority of the time you're not gonna capture what they're saying. So instead, take that one podcast, take a damn notebook, write down things that they have said in those podcasts, and after find a way to implement that in your life. And also, if you spend so much time on social media, learn other stuff. like how to use it. How can you also use it to your benefit, since everybody's using it nowadays? Create hobbies for yourself to enjoy, and that will help you. Okay, if you're gonna spend time, make sure you learn something inside instead of collecting. And when you spend so much time on social media, like, your focus level is gonna drop. Like, if it is 100 or 80, it's gonna drop like this. You will not gonna be able to stay focused on things. You will, when you try to focus, your mind will still be like jiggling. You kind of in this process of procrastination. So it's really not worth it to stay long time on it. It damages your focus level. And when you're gonna go back to school, you need that focus level. And what is the best way to keep it? To stay away from things that give it a short-term distraction, and that is social media. That's it. Here comes the 7 tips that I have for you. If you think that it will benefit you, click the thumbs up. If not, move on. Act like you've never seen this face. Okay, act like you've never seen this video. If you have any suggestion, if you have any tips for me, if you have any comment, leave it down below, because I will read it. I'll appreciate it. Thank you. And as we usually said,